Welcome to a brand new episode of the post game. I'm your host Davion, and I'm joined by with Oronde
What's good?
and with Matt.
You're
How we doing, y'all? Y'all good?
The snow keeping me home, so I'm happy.
I'm
Snow.
doing I'm doing good, bro. It'll be a fun week coming up, hopefully, with the Super Bowl. So we'll see.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm all right. Not too bad. All right. So today we are going to sit here. We're going to talk about some of these head coach hirings. There have been 10 vacancies this offseason, and there were 10 hirings allegedly. We're pretty sure that Clint Kubiak is going to be the next head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. We are pretty sure that Mike LaFleur, Matt LaFleur's little brother, who's also on the staff in LA with Sean McVay. We're pretty sure that he's going to take the Arizona Cardinals job. So, with that being said, there's a lot of things that are here to come and go. But let's have a conversation about some of these head coaches and how we feel about some of these jobs. So, is there one in particular that y'all want to talk about just to kick things off? Because there's one that
Uh,
I want to talk about, and I think it might be the same one you want to talk about.
uh, the down with the Bills organization, they cannot get anything fucking right.
Yeah, no, yeah, yeah. I
Joe Brady, Joe Brady.
But it's crazy. He's been rumored to be a favorite for a job. Remember when the Carolina Panthers job was open? He was really
Yeah,
hmm
job.
I think he's like a top three finisher for that one.
He was, but and I don't personally love Joe Brady. Like I'm just gonna be. Wasn't he an OG for the Panthers whenever
Yeah, he got hired like during the
yeah,
Matt Rule era or something, but
ter
um
terrible at his job.
he wasn't bad. It just that was that whole coaching, that whole Matt Rule fiasco was just a total mess. So, but I mean, Brady with McDermott has been good with Buffalo. So like I see why they did it. I don't like mind it. Good for him, but like,
Yeah,
you know,
I don't
it's
I
not the
know.
don't
worst.
know who else would I mean, who else would they go after? Because Josh Allen was all in on the search as well. So
I'll say it wasn't the worst hire.
No, definitely not the worst one.
no, I think
Kevin
the worst hire, you think you think Stefanski? I
Stefanski's
think I
No,
think
it's
I
Mike
think Mike
McCarthy.
I think McCarthy or Todd Monken.
I agree with both of those statements. Um, I just think Kevin Stefanski is awful, and the idea that he just rebounded and got a job in Atlanta just doesn't make logical sense to me. It just doesn't make sense. Like, why
He
would you
arguably got the third best job on the list.
agree?
He probably did get the
And
best job on the list. That one or New York,
Yeah, it's
probably.
either New York Ravens or Falcons are my three. But regardless, I don't think he as much it's the fact that he did probably means that you can probably throw like $10 on him getting coach of the year and probably make a good profit off of it.
I mean,
Coach of the year merchant for a non-successful team so that he's led.
but that team is fully built. Like that team's built to perfection already. They just need someone to come in there and not mess it up. I mean, do we think that can be Kevin?
Well, I don't know
Maybe.
because I mean, there's still a lot of questions because I don't know. Just from Atlanta fans in general, it sounds like they weren't really interested in this. And then they still have Penix, and you don't know what you have out of him.
Mhm.
Obviously, Bijan's incredible. Drake London's great when he's healthy. Kyle Pitts hopefully is emerging if they can bring him
Maybe if
back.
they can still use him.
Yeah. Um, but it's potentially like another, you know, QB carousel like he did in Cleveland where he just couldn't stand Shador. But I don't think it's gonna be like that
I hope not.
crazy where it's like a draft issue. But um I don't know. I think they should be better because defensive wise at least I think they'll be a lot better. But like I don't know. It just wasn't that eye popping to me. It's kind of whatever.
Yeah, I think when I look at it, like I see a lot of the team is there. There's a lot of potential with that team. I'm just more concerned about how that team will embrace him as their new head coach. I think a lot of people did not love this hiring. A lot of people didn't want this hiring. Honestly, I didn't even see this hiring coming out of anywhere. So, I mean, who knows? Who knows? But let's jump to one that I actually think is one of the most underrated signings of the year. And that's Robert Saleh to the Tennessee Titans. He has $100 million in cap space. He has a franchise quarterback. He has a very outline of a team that can be very good. Um, inside of
They
a
also,
inside of
I
a
was gonna
division
say,
who aren't like guarantees. Um,
true.
and, and so I think there's a lot there that can be desired.
Yeah, I think, you know, Tennessee's probably the best part of their team was their defense, even though it was all just a mess. I mean, they just weren't a good team. But um, I think also what's great for Cam Ward is Brian Dabo is going to be the or offensive coordinator for him. So
Yeah.
what he did for Josh Allen in Buffalo, hopefully he can translate that with Cam Ward in Tennessee. So I think that's going to be exciting for sure.
Yeah, I just think there's so much potential there that like a lot of people haven't really talked about it. And I think that's one of the things that's really getting me over the line right now.
It definitely helps that Cam Ward's just good.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, a lot of these guys have to a quarterback that they don't really know like what they're going into it with. Like you look at Atlanta, you look at
I mean,
Arizona,
yeah,
you look at Miami. I mean, will Miami go into it with what's his face next year with
no, no way.
No,
No, it's not. I mean, in the press
they're already
conference
starting to
was,
be in cap hell to begin with.
no,
yeah, and
no, I'm talking about the kid from
Oh, you're talking about
Quinn
Ewers?
Ewers,
Quinn
no.
Ewers. Yeah, they're not gonna go into it
Well,
with him.
They
I think
should.
I th I remember when they were like doing the press conference, he basically the new head coach was like, "We're gonna do every QBs. We're just gonna look at every opportunity we can and see
Yeah,
what we can get, basically." And he said like every year we're gonna be doing that. So like I don't know.
guess he doesn't believe in nothing that's inside there right now.
No, I don't think so. You kind of have to start fresh in Miami, personally, but I don't know.
I mean, so I mean, we've talked about Robert Saleh, we've talked about Kevin Stefanski, Joe Brady. Let's jump around to Clint Kubiak. He was an offensive coordinator at New Orleans. He was also he's an OC right now, calling for in the Super Bowl for the Seattle Seahawks. Um, I mean, he is an offensive mind, and we saw that this season. How do we think he can do with that team? I think they have about $75 million in cap space, probably a little bit more than that. And so he can come in there pretty much. He's going to get his QB1 and Fernando Mendoza. They have the running back, they have the tight end, they have pieces there that could be decent. How effective do we think this team will be after this upcoming season?
I mean, they probably shouldn't get Mendoza, but if they likely will.
They shouldn't.
But
Who should they get?
Who
they
else would
don't.
they get?
It's not even about how what the choices are. I just don't like Mendoza as it
What is
is.
your okay, all right.
Anyways,
Yeah,
anyways,
look, we understand it's a weak Heisman class, but like he was good this year. And yes, he had a great team
Good.
around him, to be fair, but like that's what every college Heisman winner has. And then they go to a bad organization. That's just the simple facts of the NFL. So I don't know. That I think I think you have to draft Mendoza, but
Yeah,
you have to really build the trenches with him, like
yeah.
his O line. If they don't do that within like the first 2 years, I think it's going to be very, very scary for them. Um, Other than that, I don't know. There's just so many pieces that need to be fixed. I mean, they're going in a full reset
Yeah.
right now. Um, Personally, me, I think they should trade Max Crosby, but I don't think they
Oh,
will. Um, I think that would help them drastically in the future.
it
they
would
But
give
probably should, but
it
they
would give
won't.
them a lot of like capital, but who's going to pull the trigger on Max Crosby?
a contender,
The Raiders sit second with 87 million in cap space, but also have 35 million in dead cap thanks to Crosby's contract
I also
currently.
saw if they did trade him, it's pretty. Um, it's like a good contract to get off of. It's like not too expensive.
Mm-mm.
I,
If they're able to move it because his contract's into a prorated signing bonus of only $2.6 million,
Hmm.
they can save around 20 with a pre-June 1st designation.
So it's not a bad idea.
Do you think they will?
If they want to make some real moves,
I mean, what do we think is the tag for him? I mean, a first and a
It's
second.
at least the first, maybe it's like first, second, third, at least like 3 to 4 draft picks that have to be like high, at
Yeah.
least in the first 2 to 3 rounds. You're guessing. Um, and it also depends what team wants him too. That also determines it because it could be a Philly, it could be a. I'm trying to think of teams that need edge rushers. I mean, I hate to say Carolina might be in that mix. I doubt they'll do it though. You have, dang, I could see Atlanta. I don't know. They just got edge rushers. My fault. I don't know.
there's not a lot of teams, but there are a good enough number that can take on his contract, especially because it's only the base salary of
Right.
like 20 something, 30 million a year. So it's not hard to move, but it's just going to hinder the Raiders because he takes up 11% of the cap space by himself.
Yeah, that's a lot. Hmm. I mean, Clint Kubiak has a lot of decisions to make, and I think we'll see a lot of things happen and change before the draft, and potentially see a lot of people move. So hopefully that happens. Hopefully we see some movement between the Raiders. So I mean we covered them. I mean let's look at Mike McCarthy. A lot of people hated this move. I also am. I was genuinely shocked by the hiring of Mike McCarthy. It doesn't make sense to me why they would go there. What were y'all's initial thoughts on this move?
They just got rid of Mike
Uh,
Tomlin with a new Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
yeah, I was just kind of laughing when I saw that. I don't know, man. It's like, yeah, they're just stuck. They're just gonna be stuck at that 8 to 9 wins again. I mean,
Yeah.
and now if that really hinders Rodgers coming back another year, good Lord, help them.
I mean, if Rodgers comes
Um,
back another year, I think you might as well just go home with it. He's done. I think.
they need to. Pittsburgh to me is another team that needs to just fully reset on offense. I
I
think
Yep.
just and like obviously it's going to be harder this year to find like a great QB prospect because they just have such a higher pick
Yep.
or lower pick, and they've always been doing that every year. They just draft in that 15 to 25 range or whatever, and kudos to them. They've had some good selections, but like they've never had the opportunity, I think, to get a franchise guy since like Big Ben. So I don't know. I don't know what you can do with that, but
Start
it
the
just
tank,
yeah,
rev up the
like
tank.
it just doesn't seem smart to me to do this.
So, yeah, I'm right there with you. I think. Do we think Rodgers is going to retire?
Maybe,
I don't know, man.
Does,
He's
Mc-
so
maybe,
weird.
does McCarthy want him as his as quarterback?
probably
Yeah,
not. Oh, does he?
I thought that was like a reasoning.
Oof.
Oh boy. Oh
One of the
boy.
reasons.
Well, that stinks.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does,
The
but
only time he did anything was with Rodgers. He won that Super Bowl with him,
it was also 10
and
years,
then what?
15 years ago.
Yeah, I know. That's the
Damn,
whole thing.
we're getting old.
Don't say it out loud. Please don't say that.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't like McCarthy either. If I just want to rattle off the ones I don't like, obviously Stefanski,
yep,
Mike McCarthy.
yep.
I'm
Todd Monken.
a little under average with Joe Brady. I don't even know who Todd Monken is, so I
He was
can't even
the
say I hate the
he
guy.
was the
He-
Ravens OC for like 2 years
the
when
OC.
Baltimore. Yeah, so he won. So Lamar's second MVP, he was there, and then Lamar gets hurt this previous year, and he's not the same. He was on the Chargers, I think, as well with Herbert, and that was kind of a wishy-washy. I don't know. He was still good, but I it just like I don't know. The Browns just suck, man. Like they just
Us,
They decide what? Did they keep they fired everyone but their GM?
yeah.
Because
Oh Jesus, Monken's been in coaching since '89.
Look at him.
yeah.
He's 100 years old.
It's like
He started at Grand Valley State D2, went to Notre Dame, then Eastern Michigan for almost a decade, Louisiana Tech, Oklahoma State, LSU, then got into with the Jaguars at 2007 as a wide receiver coach for 4 years, then back to college for 5, got with the Tampa Bay Bucks 2016 for us OC and wide receivers, then the
mhm.
Browns for a year, then back to Georgia for 20 through 22
Yep, he was
as
with
the
Stetson
OC.
Bennett when they won the Natty. That's
Yeah.
right.
And then Baltimore from 23 to this year
So
or
Shador,
last year.
Shador MVP.
No, bro. This is just the
Pro
dumb
Bowl
like
quarterback Shador MVP in his second year.
this is a dumpster fire. This is the hire you make because you have no one else. Okay? I mean, nobody, I mean, there were so many people that were rejecting the Browns head coaching jobs and just like they would go in for an interview and then just nothing would happen out of it. So like the Brown this hire honestly and the Mike McCarthy are probably worse. Cleveland might be worse because they literally don't have anything besides Miles Garrett and like they're in just such an odd spot where if nobody even wants the head coach for you and you're just kind of picking for scraps, like what is the point? You know, like it's a it's a higher up issue.
Yeah, that's ownership problem.
Like there needs to be changes up there in order for them to maybe see glimpse of hope, but it's not going to do anything. So that's just me. Cleveland's just going to be stuck.
Interesting. I
Yeah.
mean, listen, we haven't seen much of what he is, so we don't really know. And depending upon how they look at the draft, Shador, all these things, but they do need an offensive line, and they need it fast. All right, and
They
then
need
let's say
everything.
that and one of the last but not least, John Harbaugh. He was one of the early ones that was hired, getting that job after getting fired from the Ravens, getting that job in New York with a talented young team. You got a good quality defense, a really good quality young offense. I mean, what's our thoughts here when it comes to the Giants? Can they turn around very fast in the NFC East?
That should be good because Dart's good. And
Right.
if he can get that defense under control, then
Yeah,
they'll have some moves to make, especially with the Eagles being so whack.
yeah.
The Cowboys being the Cowboys, and
The
dare I say,
Commanders.
Jaden Daniels not being healthy all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, this was the best hire for the whole coaching carousel.
I
Really?
agree.
And to me, honestly, out of all these teams, the Giants are pretty interesting team to look at now. Because, like you said, Oronde, I mean, you have Jackson Dart. I think he can be a franchise guy. Hopefully, Scadabo's back.
Yeah.
Malik Neighbors, if he comes back healthy, like all three guys right there, that's great. You have one of the best front sevens in the entire league.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um, and the only issue you've had is coaching. So like you have the talent now, I think with a very competent head coach in a big market, I think it could be a lot better for New York in the future, for sure.
That's crazy, man. I really liked the Robert Saleh signing. Like, I think to me, that's my favorite. Like, I think that to
That's
me,
my second favorite. I
like
think he
that,
should get a fair chance outside of the Jets organization.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
like, that reminded me of who got hired this year, defensive coach, and did a good job. Uh,
Oh, I mean Raheem Morris just went to the
Mike
Niners.
Vrabel.
Mike Vrabel. Yes, exactly. That's who what this pick reminds me of is Mike Vrabel. So, I mean, do I think they're gonna go to the Super Bowl next year? No. But I mean, think about it. It's the same scenario. Y'all had over $100 million to spend last season. You get a new, very good defensive head coach. You have a good young quarterback. Year two of Cam Ward. Year two of Drake May this past season. Like it's identical.
Yeah, no, I
So
agree.
I'm here. I'm here
And
for it.
he's not having to deal with the dumpster fire of Zach
Nope.
Wilson and Aaron Rodgers. So
And he's moving into a
And then
brand.
also,
I think.
it's dare I say the Titans have a pretty competent ownership group because they're almost never in the media,
Yep,
and they're willing to make moves.
100%. So
Mhm.
I think there's a lot. I mean, listen, Calvin really he needs to learn how to catch the football, but other than
Yeah, well,
we
They'll
definitely
figure
got
it out. They'll
I
figure it
wasn't
out.
gonna, I wasn't gonna mention it. I
uh,
dumpstered on him
I
all
did,
plenty during the regular season.
bro, man, he got that grease on his hands, bro.
Him and Brian Thomas really, really irked me.
Oh my gosh, don't get me started. Anyway, any final thoughts y'all have on these guys? I know we didn't talk about
Um,
or Mike LaFleur that much or Jesse Mentor, but you know, I
I mean,
mean,
who's Jeff
Min-
Haley? I have to look him up too.
he was
But my
he
my
was
first
with
thoughts
Green Bay. I
DC.
think he
Minter
was
real
like
quick.
uh,
Minter was DC
for the Chargers.
for the Ravens in the late teens, and then went to Michigan, won a championship, and now he's with the Chargers. Which
Who are we talking about?
Jesse
Jeff
Minter,
Minter. Or yeah,
Oh,
Minter.
he's
I
29
heard
years old, by the way.
he's
Yeah,
oh
Same age as Lamar.
he
that's crazy.
he started in '06
He was
at
born
Yeah.
Notre Dame,
in '03, so
and he went to
I mean,
Cincinnati as a graduate
he was
assistant.
pretty good. He was pretty good for the Chargers DC, at least, because I mean, that was kind of like the Chargers' bread and butter was they just had a really strong defense the last couple of years. So, and I think
You know who his coaching tree is? Both at a Harbaugh's.
there you go.
there it is.
Pretty simple.
That makes sense. I was going to question it, but never mind. Everything just clicked just now.
I think it could be good.
Also, screw Miami. They deserve to be bad forever.
Well, was he the OC for Green Bay or was he?
He was a
I forgot
DC.
what
He's their DC.
DC. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Jeff Halfley.
Only reason I know someone told me this morning. So anyway,
FCS, FBS, Tampa, Cleveland, Niners, Ohio State for a year, then Boston College with what is that dude's name? Oh, I
Bill.
forgot his Bill O'Brien. Thank you, Mr. Bob. Then to the Packers with as a DC. He's worked with Shanahan, Kelly, obviously LaFleur, and Greg Schiano. That's a random pool right there. I don't know. Coaching gets weird as soon as you get out of the FCS because you just be working with the most random top tier coaches, and then you go on and get another good job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Miami, if they sort the Tua situation out right, then they can do something reasonable.
they're done with him.
Can they
They're
get
done.
off him or are they just gonna cut him?
If they
Um,
cut him, that's a lot of dead cap
well,
space.
it's gonna either be an issue where they have to keep him and just bench him,
Yeah.
or they somehow find a trade, which is not gonna happen. And then yeah, they would just have to cut him and just tank for a year.
Send him to Minnesota.
I mean, I could really see that if they cut Tua and just said, "Hey, we're just gonna be bad. We're just
Dude,
gonna take it on the chin and just start from there." I wouldn't
his
mind that.
contract is so horrible.
It's awful.
4 years, 212, 42 million signing bonus,
I think it's 100 million
93
dead cap
guaranteed. Yeah, no, for next year
for this.
alone is $56 million.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
And then if they cut him for 2027, I don't think it'll last that long. It's 35 million at that point.
Right. Yeah. Was it like if they cut him before?
If they cut him this offseason pre June 1st,
Yep.
99 million.
Holy cow.
Pre June 1st trade, they eat 45 million in dead cap, save 11. Post
Great.
June 1st, dead cap is 67 and then 31 for next year. And then they still lose $11 million. And then as a trade after June 1st, 13 million dead cap, 31 million dead cap next year, and then they save $42 million.
Hmm. Hmm.
So the hard part is they lose 50 mil just about if they can't trade or cut him. But who is going to eat that much money?
Nobody is.
without
Nobody is.
restructuring it in a really poor way.
There has to be one of the most desperate teams in the world to do something like that. And like I said, I mean, like legitimately, I could just see them just cutting their losses and just taking it on the chin for a year and just like being bad.
Yeah.
Like right when that happens, if he gets cut, you know where that's heading.
Because they are already negative 24 million in a hole for next year.
And then you have questions about
Because
Jesus.
They have the Tyreek
Tyreek, I was
contract.
saying,
They have Bradley Chubb's contract.
do they have to pay Achan
I got
Uh,
one more.
he's still on his rookie
rookie
deal.
deal? Is he his
Yeah,
third year? Yeah.
this is his fourth year.
That's
Okay.
ridiculous.
Because next year is an unrestricted free agent.
A lot for Miami.
Yeah, good luck for Mr. Jeff. Anyway,
Mm-mm. You know
well,
they're still paying Zach Wilson.
that doesn't shock
Hmm.
me. He's bad. They're dumb.
They're still paying him.
Gosh. Anyway, Matt, Ronde, appreciate y'all for joining. Let us know what you think about your head coaching, these hirings this off season. So, I've been your host, Davion. This has been the post game. Peace.